What's going on, Jiggin Junkies? It's your boy Zach here, and today I'm going over my top 5 favorite bass fishing lures for the month of July. Now, if y'all are anywhere in the South, you're probably feeling the same way I am right now. It is hot, it is humid, the fishing is tough, and you're ready for fall. I was ready for fall during the spring, but that's just me personally. Anyway, there are 5 lures for the month of July that going to be carrying over from June that I threw this month and in the previous years that have worked really well for me. So we're doing a top 5, but I'm going to give an honorable mention. That honorable mention is going to be any micro lure that you like to throw. Personally, I love crappie jigs and micro crankbaits. It seems that when the bite's tough and power fishing, even some finesse techniques won't work, the best way to downsize your presentation is by throwing these crappie jigs. They work incredibly well for me in any body of water, pond, lake, creek, anything. These micro lures are certified fish catcher, and you're going to be seeing some micro fishing in a video in the next few days, at latest next week. So starting us off at number 5 is going to be none other than the Topwater Popper. This is the Jiggin bone colored blooper or Topwater Popper. Now, Topwater is a love-hate relationship with me. When it works, it's on fire, and it's the best bite you can ever experience as a fisherman. I love that Topwater bite. But in this hot, miserable weather, Topwater, it's really not been the move for me. And it's like, especially with the buzzbait. If y'all watched my first video, you remembered I threw the buzzbait around for 2 hours. Didn't get a single bite. Then I turned around and threw it for 2 more hours and didn't get a single bite. And it keeps breaking my heart time and time again. And I keep running back to it time and time again. But anyway, a Topwater Popper, in my opinion, isn't the best. It doesn't catch the biggest fish, but I feel like it catches the most fish. You can pop it, you can walk the dog, or you can straight retrieve it. I've used them all 3 ways. I've caught fish all 3 ways. So number 5, the Topwater Popper. Coming in at number 4 is none other than the square bill crankbait. This is the 1/2 ounce Jiggin Squad banger. Baby shad color, my favorite color. Now this lure dives 2 to 5 feet. It's great around rock piles. It's great around structure. You bump it into it, you're getting that vibration off. Throw it up shallows, throw it anywhere. I've caught a lot of fish on square bills this summer, and especially in June, it was one of my go-to moving baits. And it's very efficient. It's very easy to use. If you're a beginner watching this, guys, you can't go wrong with a square bill crankbait. It's beautiful, and it always gets the job done in this hot summer conditions. So coming in at number 4 is a square bill crankbait. All right, guys, coming in at number 3, it might be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but for me, it's going to be a swim jig. Now, these two here, they're the same lure, just different colors. We got the Jiggin Squad Grass Hero in the 3/8 ounce size. This is baby shad, and this is bluegill. Personally, if I'm throwing this, I love throwing the bluegill just a little bit more. Up in the shallows, I feel like it's more of a natural presentation. But anyway, so the reason I throw a swim jig, I mean, let's think about it. It's called the Grass Hero. There's a lot of grass, there's a lot of pads in this pond, and the Grass Hero comes through them amazingly. You pair them up with a paddle tail swim bait, like a saucy swimmer, and guys, it is very hard to get this thing snagged in grass. It doesn't do too great around wood or around rock, but if you're around grass, you cannot go wrong with the Grass Hero jig or any swim jig. That's what they're designed for. They're designed to come through that grass really well. When the crankbait bite is slow out in open water, or if the square bill isn't working on rocks, if I want to go switch over to grass, I automatically go to the swim jig. And it caught plenty of fish for me last summer, this summer. Swim jigs are great. So they come in at number 3. Number 2 is going to be a pretty controversial one. For some people, it's in the right spot. For some people, it should be number 5, and for some people, it should be number 1. I'm talking about the lipless crankbait. This is the Jiggin Squad mini clutch, 3/8 ounce. I prefer the 3/8 over the 1/2 ounce, just in my personal opinion, because it sinks a little bit slower, and I feel like if you downsize a little bit, that typically generates more bites. But I've caught fish on both. But regardless, no matter what lipless crankbait we're talking about, guys, it is a certified fish catcher. In my opinion, the second best year-round lure of all time when it comes to bass fishing. You can throw it in the shallows, you can throw it in open water, you can work it around cover, you can rip it through grass. It does get hung up, but it has a great action. And if you can get through those fishing around brush piles, banging into some rocks, if you're capable of doing that, you're gonna have a really good day, because the amount of vibration this mini clutch puts off is incredible. You feel it, you can feel it in the rod. It's nothing but good things to say about the lipless crankbait, and it's gonna come in perfectly at number 2. This time, my number 1 favorite bait to throw in the month of July is the crack and crawl. Moment of silence for y'all that like the crack and crawl, because my number 1 bait is the lunker log. I mean, if y'all have watched my first 2 videos on the channel, it's quite obvious that the lunker log is my all-around favorite lure for any time of year. Number 1 year-round lure of all time. Number 1 summer bait of all time. For me, it don't get any better than a lunker log, weightless Texas rigged or wacky rigged. I don't throw these with weights. I feel like they're better. They have a lot more action when you're throwing them weightless. That being said, if you're in some heavy brush, some heavy vegetation, whatever it may be, you can put you a big tungsten on there and punch it through that cover. But in most situations where I'm fishing, I can get by just fine with it weightless. So guys, that's the list. We got the micro lures, we got the square bill crankbait, we got the Topwater Popper, we got the lipless crankbait, and coming in at number 1, we got the Boss Hog lunker log. Alright guys, I want to know what your top 5 bass baits is for the month of July. I want you to leave it in the comments. Let me know. Did I do okay on this list? Was I hit? Was it miss? What do you think of the colors I was using? As like we seen in my last video, color matters. Colors do make a difference. So I want to know what y'all think in the comments. But with all that being said, if you watch till the end, I would advise you to like and subscribe to the channel. Join me on this journey, and let's keep fishing together. Let's keep growing together, and let's get better together, y'all. So I ain't got really nothing else to say, but God bless you all. I love you. I hope you have a great 4th of July weekend. Always keep fishing, y'all. I'm out.